All right, hello you. Welcome to Geekism. My goodness, you woke up 2 minutes ago, not me. Oh wow, I could not drag my sorry arse out of bed this morning. Oh, just look at friends in the mirror, your pictures. How's it going, folks? Good morning, good morning. I'm absolutely exhausted. I'm eating cereal, so bear with me, chomping on the microphone for a bit. I'm sorry. I set an alarm for 8 and just snooze that mother. Coffee is brewing. What are we cooking today? In Happy Tree Park, with the trees happy? We're definitely going to be just sort of filling in today. We've got a lot of these little green strips that we need to do something about. I'm eating Xander's cereal. Because I just needed some food. Happy late Thanksgiving. Thank you. I mean, you're very late for me. We celebrate it in October here. Homework is not too crazy today. Yeah, I did a 13.5-hour shift yesterday. It was good. I always enjoy working Black Friday. It's a nice busy day. We get to see a lot of people who don't really come in as much and stuff. Kidston is the best. It is. Lucky Charms. It's great, really. It's terrible for you, but it's sugar. Yeah, then I've got not as long a shift today. I'm in at 12 o'clock until needed, which should probably be about 6, I bet, today. So not too bad. But yeah, hope you're all well. Hope you had a good week. Anyone get any good Black Friday deals? I didn't spend a penny. I was quite proud of myself, to be honest. I get you unstuck. Yeah, it's not so much that I'm unstuck with the whole game. It's just kind of this park at the minute. I don't know. I need to start a big Flume project or something. But I've been playing a lot in. I don't want to say it's Meanderville, but it's probably what will become Meanderville. I've just been kind of messing around. If you follow me on Blue Sky, you'll have seen tweets. I don't know, what do we call him? You'll have seen skywriting. Oh, we should totally call it skywriting. That's great. You'll have seen me skywrite some of the sort of ideas I've been having playing around with, like an arcane punk style, like high fantasy. Yeah. Best Black Friday deal I got was to stay in and save 100%. That's a great deal. Great week full of great panko creations. Nice. The Wonkum Bonky, the Wonkum Brokey. Yeah. Yes, I am happy with how it turned out in the end. The only thing I really hate is the LODs on the signs are so bad. Like, the second you move away, they start to run out. I'd love to see those get improved. But yeah, I'm very happy with how this finished off in the end. Just got home from a night out. Oh, look at you. Little dirty stop out. I'm just going to drink the milk. Yeah. All right, now we're cooking. Some sugar in me. Yeah, so happy with how this has turned out. Definitely can sort of box that off, really. Even did actually literally did box it off with some rough backstage stuff as well. So all the comments in yesterday's video are really good. Yesterday's video didn't do very well, to be honest with you. I don't know whether it's just the weekend, Black Friday weekend being a big one for people out and about, Thanksgiving being a big one for people being out and about, or if it's just that the video was, for the most part, a bit of a bitch and a moan. But yeah, everyone's numbers were a little low yesterday. I do wonder if Thanksgiving weekend just isn't the time to push out loads of content, so yeah. Oh, Geek is the ism, hello. Revising for my railway dispatchers training at the minute. The videos have been getting me through in the background. Well, thanks. Good luck with your railway dispatcher training. So you just finishing your breakfast? That's exactly what I did. Yes, I was a little late this morning getting started, so I've had to do breakfast on stream, and I'm kind of half awake. But we'll get there. So yeah, so I think some of the great feedback in the last episode, even still. Everyone who watched it seemed to enjoy it. I definitely want to take most of it on board. The big things were we need a big vertical drop, which I totally agree with. It needs to be here, and it needs to be huge. It needs to just kind of come down into this spot here, like as low to the ground there. We'll have some steps down, and as high up from like here, and just do a big shoo down. So that's great. The other thing we need is a water coaster, which I'm going to have a little bit of research about because I don't really know what that looks like. Hey, Leaf, how's it going? I went to see Wicked today. Did you like it, Kat? I loved it. I absolutely adored it. I thought it was fantastic. So we're going to do a water coaster, and then we just need like a straight up, like some tube slides, and maybe even a couple of other slides as well. Like we don't have actually that many. So I do think we need to try and squeeze in just more slides around the place. Excuse me. And then we're pretty much done. So, yeah. So today, though, it's going to be a lot of just kind of filling in the gaps, I'm afraid. Nothing particularly incredible. It's all every spot I can find that's like this, we're going to be spending a bit of time sort of rocking it in, making it part of the thing. Log Flume. I don't think we'll have non-water rides in this, honestly. Yeah, I don't see us doing that, unfortunately. I've ummed and ahed about it. I've thought about it a lot. But in the end, I think I want to try and save that stuff for actual parks. This is definitely a border park, yeah. Out of curiosity, can you explain why they call liquid gas on your side of the ponds? The billboard caught my eye. Oh, it's short for gasoline. It was amazing. Maybe cry. I listened to the soundtrack concert. Yes, I wept as well. We went. I said we sat down. I said to Ali, "Listen, if there's any point to this, I start singing along. Please, just dig me in the knees." So I shut up. And I hope you're like a man who cries because I'm gonna weep. Still can't quite get my head around the idea of water stuff and ride stuff. I mean, a lot of parks do it. A lot of parks do it. A lot of like mid-American theme parks will have a water section, water ride section. Like Canada's Wonderland has a water park, and it's literally just in the middle of the theme park. It's just you just sort of attend it. It's just no separate entrance or whatever. You just go into the theme park. Do you have your trunks with you? Off you go. But the kind of park I'm basing this off doesn't really do that. Really, it's pretty much just a water park because these are usually alongside a theme park, and obviously want you to attend the theme park to do the theme park rides. So less of a thing. Morning, Johnson. Everyone. Hey, the Basic Builder. How's it going? I hope you're feeling good. Sophia Lilo. Hello. Good morning. Welcome in. Are you British? I am. I am from Staffordshire, England. But I now live in Ontario, London, Ontario, in fact. Build a nice bridge. Yes, if we get enough of this boxed off today, we will look at making this a nice rope bridge. Yeah. There you go. Full S down and build the whole resort. So. Good morning, Paul. Yeah, we love Estan. We stan Estan. The only reason a few people mentioned resort, hotel, and stuff. The only reason I haven't done that is because I really feel like we'll eventually get those in an update, and that would be the perfect time to come back to this park and add it in. So that's kind of what I was thinking was there. Is I won't put like a fake one in now, although you know we love building our fake stuff as much as the next guy. But yeah, I was thinking that if we get hotels in an update, that like actual sort of functional ones, that would be the perfect opportunity to come and have another look at this park and add one in, I think. So that's going to be what we do there. Sorry for flooding your chat. No, flood away with Wicked Talk. It's great. It absolutely does. What was the thing? I saw Wicked at the West End on a trip to London years ago and loved it. I'm unsure whether the movie could possibly come close. Yes, incredibly does. Yeah. On a mechanical level, the stage version is fantastic, but the movie does so many good steps. Great pacing. Yes, it surprised me. That was my biggest concern going in, if I'm completely honest, is the pacing, because it is just the first half of the stage show. It ends with Defying Gravity, which I imagine is about an hour in the stage show. It's been many years since I've seen it, so but it's, you know, I can't imagine it's much more than an hour. And you know, the runtime of the movie is 2 hours 40, and I was like, oh, they really padded this. Or what I was most worried about was it was just full of original numbers. I don't mind a few. I believe the second part has a couple, and I think that actually will work quite well because the second part needs a couple. The first, let's be honest, the first half of Wicked is much more musically strong than the second. So a couple of original numbers is fine to pad it out. But yeah, that was my worry, was that it was just really padded, but it never felt like it did. It felt like a shot for shot of the musical, yet somehow they had sort of fleshed it out. And I think all they really did, having thought about it afterwards, is they just gave a lot of the narratives a little bit more time to breathe. You know, like what in the movie is just Elphaba and the professor talking becomes this little sort of side narrative where Elphaba follows the professor to a meeting of animals, and you know, like there's loads of like the story's the same, the key plot points are the same, but they just kind of give all of the subplots and even the main plot to an extent just a little bit more room to breathe, and it doesn't quite have that problem solved in the 3-minute mark of a song that musicals can often suffer with. Yeah. 1 hour 20. There you go. So they literally doubled the runtime. Good morning from snowy western New York. Well, if you've got it, that means it's probably on the way up here. We haven't really had any yet. Like a tiny little flutter, like not even worth mentioning. But Ali's away for the weekend, and where she is, Windsor, which is about 2 hours west of here, has had a bit. So it's definitely coming from both sides. I felt like the stage musical was too rushed. Yes, I think you're right. I think a lot happened. If you've seen the stage musical, a lot of the like the love interest stuff all moved very fast for me in the stage musical. So I'm glad it seems like they're sort of taking a bit longer to let that sort of really breathe. Yeah, it was great. Already want to go and see it again. Very much enjoyed it. Even I had snow last week. I mean, that's right. Yeah, but all I heard about. My auntie kept telling me, we've had snow here, you've not had snow, we've had snow. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm glad you're proud of global warming. Can we put a jacuzzi? Sounds like pays out on getting a jacuzzi. We could maybe think about a jacuzzi. I'm going to have to look at how they work in parks. Definitely the sort of thing that would go in like a hotel structure, I feel. First snowfall just happened here in Montreal, yeah. How long ago did you move to Ontario? How do you like it so far? I'm a fellow Ontarian. I have been here for... This will be our 6th Christmas, I think. Does that sound right? Yeah, I think this is our 6th Christmas. And yes, I adore the place. I love it. Very happy here. Seems like a lot less people swimming in the Lava River. Something changed. Mostly just that they go and ride the slides now, so that eats up a good chunk of people. Not all of them, but a lot of the slides have big old queues now. Yeah, so that's mostly it. It's just that the slide. I don't really understand why some of them are empty, some of them aren't. But yeah, for the most part, people are just eating up in the slide queues now. Excuse me. 6th already. Time flies. It does. And it just. If the book. If the book is amazing, the stage musical is like the teeniest amount of snow right at the top. The book is amazing and so deep, and the stage show is like a car chase version. If we're referring to Wicked, yeah, I actually started the book after seeing the musical and didn't really get on with it. But yeah, it's one thing I will say is if you go and take your kids to see the Wicked musical at cinemas and they really love it, don't buy them the book, like if they're younger kids, because it's a lot darker. Okay, let's do our usual here. Heyo. We need to do it often. It needs to solve it. Oh, like rides not being ridden? That's fine. Whatever. I don't really care. Like, as long as the part looks good, all that sort of stuff will get figured out, I'm sure. Although I watched a really great video from, I think it was Plastic Swans, where she kind of, like, really broke down, like, the problems with the game right now, like, as far as, like, the actual simulation side of it goes, the Tycoon side. Like, it's really kind of broken still, unfortunately. Like, I like the update that's coming looks great, but she makes a really good point in the video, about how she feels like the noisiest sort of complaints are being dealt with first. But unfortunately, the noisiest sort of complainers are mostly content creators who are much more focused on the creative gameplay. I don't think I'm a noisy sort of complainer. I don't really complain. It'll all get figured out in the end for me. But I think she might be right, though. Like, there's a lot of the stuff that's getting fixed. Just the actual core gameplay loop right now, if you are interested in the actual simulation side of things, just seems to be kind of balked. Love the rock work. People will graze their feet on them. Yes, absolutely. I mean, a lot of this is happening in places where people don't walk. But yeah, I love the idea of a couple of rocks here that people just catch their toe on. They're like, oh god, just like rips their toe to shreds. Okay, just gonna loop this rock around here. Yeah, she rocked it. Yeah, no, it was good. I hope it gets to the people who need to see it. And I'm sure they're aware of it, but I hope they realise that it's maybe, like, as much as I'm happy that we're getting glass pieces and fireworks, and I understand that development doesn't really work like that. It's not just the whole team doing either glass or bugs fixes, I do wonder that actually maybe just trying to get the core gameplay loop down is a bit of a priority, I mean, let's be honest, the Planet games have never really been about, like, full-on tycoon management stuff. But I do think, like, it's extra extreme here. I noticed it even in Sandbox, where, like, there was no, like, I put down a Helter Skelter when I first opened this park, and like 600 people walked through the door. I'm like, no, there should be 6 people. In fact, there should be nobody, really. Let's be honest. You build one ride and nothing else. Nobody should be turning up. I get that from like a gameplay sim type of thing. There has to be people coming through the door to start the revenue train. But really, the game should expect you to get down, food and drink and 2 or 3 rides, and then people will start showing up. Hey, John C, I'm thinking of moving to Canada from Ireland. Any advice? Yeah, do it. Although I did enjoy Ireland in my very short time there. I had a couple of weeks there. I mean, everyone's situation is different, but I very much am happy here in Canada. If they stick the game, they'll keep improving it. Yeah, exactly. But also, like, you owe them nothing, right? Like, if you're not into it, don't worry about it. Go play something else. Like, it's not, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not one of these, like, oh no, we have to keep, saying good things about the game. We have to keep it alive, like, they made their bed, like, hopefully they'll fix it all up and it'll get better. I very hope it does. Common practice to release unfinished games. Unfortunately, yes, it does seem to be a way we're going. Yeah, but I definitely feel like they didn't want to. I feel like it has been a bit of a rushed release that they've just had to do because of outside factors. And in the sandbox, it's much easier for me. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have. I'm in the exact same boat. I'm very much a sandbox player. So as long as people are wandering around the place, I am, for the most part, pretty happy. Okay, we'll start with one of those. I like that as a tree. Maybe a lost floaty thing. Yeah, I don't want to do too many of those. We do have a few of those around. I don't want to do too many because I think too many might start looking a little bit like the place isn't very well kept, and this is going to be the sort of part that is relatively well kept. People say and people flip, or they release it somewhat broken and people flip. Yeah, I do. I feel like people, like customers in general, are getting better with the idea that sometimes games need to be delayed. The last few sort of game delays of stuff I've been following, the reception has been relatively warm. That people are like, yeah, cool, let it cook. So I do think people are getting a little better at that kind of thing. Because they're seeing what what happens if you don't do that, right? So you're doing something similar to Pinewood Hills in Planco 2. Not particularly, no, Marco. If you haven't been following the channel, I have mentioned Planco 2's big project. It's called Meanderville, and it's going to be a much higher budget park than Pinewood. Just so that I get to use a bit of a different skill set, you know. That's the plan. And also, like, as much as I adore Pinewood, and Pinewood was very much built as an homage to the parks of my youth. Growing up with Drayton Manor and Alton Towers, Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Now I'm an adult and I'm able to travel a bit more, and I have a little bit more disposable income, although I don't have much of it at the moment. I prefer the higher themed stuff. That's where I really dig. I'm not really a coaster nut so much as a theme nut. Give me a well themed dark ride over a roller coaster any day. So that's going to be the plan this time. Is that whilst Pinewood was more of an homage to to the theme parks of my youth. Meanderville is going to be my sort of attempt at building the sort of theme park I would like to visit now. Good morning, Kitty. How's it going? Have you got some lifeguards around the lazy river, like you can in real life? Sure have. Pretty much. Only at the moment, only where there's an entrance and exit. There's one at every entrance and exit. You are right in that sometimes they would just have a little setup. That's just the lifeguard watching. In fact, this straight could probably do be one of those. I notice here we have a bit of an open spot. I wonder if we turn that into a little lifeguard spot. Could we pull this? Could we pull all this away to make it happen? Swinging that round there. Think there'll be any bigger IP DLCs? I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I'd be interested to see if we could ever find any data on how well those did for them. I wasn't a massive fan of them, really. Like the Ghostbusters stuff. My big worry with that kind of thing is, especially if you go for an actual theme park DLC, like a lot of people are like, oh, a Disney DLC or a Universal DLC would be cool. And actually, I just worry that I just worry that people, the people who have that IP are sort of very tight on what you're able to do. You know, that would be my only real worry. I hope that's enough that people can't get out of it. I feel like it's probably okay. I'll make it staff path. That's a great idea. Yeah, no, that's fine. I can make it staff path. Assuming the assuming I can still put the lifeguard thing on it. Because I was just going to fake it. I don't actually want it to be real path. No, actually, do you know what? How I had it, I think I... Oh, did it not put that back? That's annoying. I think how I had it, I preferred because... I just want it to look like a little fake. Well, I don't want it to look fake, but I want it to just be a little fake thing. I'm pretty sure if we build that lip up a little, they don't actually get out of it. I don't think that's a spot to get out onto. Is there a big tree floating, or is it just me? Ooh, where's there a big tree floating? Oh, it is floating. Well spotted. Alright, pulls. Pull extras. Look at this guy, a seat. Keep the great videos. Just want to congratulate you on the recent growth. Thank you. Look at videos. You saved me through college. Thanks, Marco. I appreciate it. I mean, I haven't had mega growth recently, but the people who are here are digging it, and that's the main thing, right? Let's hope we don't see people trying to get off here. I don't think they will. Okay. Let's get some plaster going then. Cool box. Oh, cool box is a good idea. That's a really good idea, actually. There is an aquatic piece that I bet we could just make look like a cool box if we color it right. If we just make it red with a white lid and make it small enough. All right, buddy, calm down. Let's have a look. What's it good? It's like there's like 3 or 4 different crates here. Oh, what did that make white? Oh, just the hinge? Okay, so what's this colour do then? Oh, we can't have the lid is a different colour. That's annoying. Okay, well, we could still probably fix it. Cool box. First aid box? Yeah, sure. Whatever you like. Confirm selection 3 pieces. Oh, we don't want that. There we go. Cute. That size cannot hold enough beer for a shift. Nice. Okay, so let's go to plaster. I don't want to spend too long on detailing today. The key really was meant to be getting stuff done, but I don't mind a little bit of this. Do we not have these things not split colour? I mean, it's not really a problem, but... Alright. Okay, that's that. I watched a really crappy movie after work last night. What's it called? Hey, Googity Goog, how's it going? Alaska. Yeah, that was the idea. What was it called? The 9-hour stream? No, unfortunately not, Dan. I'm in work in a few hours. This is an early morning stream. It was called something like In Lieu of... No, it wasn't called In Lieu of something. That's ridiculous. It was called In a Violent Manner. In a Violent Manner? Does that sound right? I don't know. It's this crappy slasher horror. I mean, it's not my genre anyway, but this was a really bad version of it, in my opinion. But it was like, everyone was like, oh no, the critics have said it's amazing. I'm like, what critics? They're not very critical. Off to Wicked with the kids later. Wish me luck. Nice, good luck. How old are the kids? Is he stuck? Is who stuck? This dude? Yeah, he's stuck. We're in sandbox. He's fine. When you're building off-grid, you stick to surface and then advanced move. Is that the best way? That's how I do it, yeah. Whether that's the best way or not, I don't know. But if I want something to line up, yes, that's exactly how I do it. In a violent nature. Yeah, that sounds right. Would you have a gondola or a chairlift to this park? Yeah, that's something we could maybe do, actually. I guess. I mean, we do have a big sort of open spot in the middle that we could go across. It would be a little tricky to retrofit it, perhaps, but... Alright. A little bit of steppage that we can do here. Most critic stones. Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. I watched it. I was like, I don't know who you've been listening to. This is terrible. I've always said, like I said, not really my genre, but I've always, like, I can always appreciate a movie trying to do what it's doing well, you know? And this just wasn't very good. It felt like a very long, drawn out. It would have made a good, like, short. It would have made a good 5-minute movie, honestly. I have a question. Why is my park saying it's 100% full and can't have anything else added? I've hardly anything in it compared to the ones I watched on YouTube. I'm assuming the ones in YouTube are on PC, and the one you're using, you're in, is a console. If so, that's your answer. Consoles have a, what do they call it? An Oswald limit or something. It's called, I think. Floor sprayers for the paths would be cool realism. Yeah, we've got those, Paul. We've actually added some of those around. Definitely could do with a few more of them, but yeah. They're just for scenery, but there is a scenic way you can do them pretty well. Yeah, there is a limit on consoles to keep it sort of playable. There, form it into the rock. That looks okay. That looks okay. That looks okay. Okay, nice. See, I don't even think this would have a fence on it, honestly. There would be a gate here, obviously, but like I don't think this bit would be fenced. I think it would just be, you know, your staff to stay on the path. Didn't mean to rhyme, but yeah. That's why Estam Park can't be used by console users. Oh, there you go. Complexity counter. Yeah, don't they call it something though? Don't they call it like the Oswald copper pot? I know it's not that. That's Batman. But I thought they named it something. Oswald Eugene counter. Thank you, Andrew. All right. Got a new GPU and CPU the other day. Not that I'll ever have patience to build a park that requires them. It's nice to have the option, eh? Alright, I think we want to go chicken wire with some wood around it here for a simple fence. Pretty sweet. Okay. Oops. Okay. Might delete all the coaster side of my park and just make it a pool park. There you go. But yeah, obviously keep piece counts and stuff in mind. That's basically what's doing that for you. Finally catching your stream. Hey, Bear. I'm afraid I'm not going for too long today because I got work, but you're good for another hour and 15 minutes. At which point I need to go and wash. I'm afraid. Yes, I am streaming. I am streaming to you all unwashed today. This is a dirty judge. Yes, yes, quite dirty. Well, not dirty, just a bit, you know, sweaty probably. I crawled into bed last night when I got home. I worked for 13 and a half hours. Anyone who's worked in retail will know what Black Friday is like. Do we use our trusty screen mount here? Get some hinges. This guy is still the go-to, I think, for this kind of thing, isn't it? Beautiful. Oh, why didn't that carry on a piece there? Nice. I hate to admit it, but it's the first stream in over 7 years of watching Geekism. Well, you're very welcome here. You're not late or early. You're just here perfectly. Good job we don't have smell-o-vision. Yeah, I don't really smell. I just feel like I just need to freshen up. You know? Just need that freshen up. Carry this over a little bit. I'm not going to go too far with it, but I feel like it would make sense to carry over a little. Okay, and then I'm pretty sure there's like a no entry sign, right? And we can just slap on this. Yeah. So how about we make this a little nicer than just being that thing? How about we do a little... let's see what we've got. It's going to be one of those wood ones that we've just used incessantly, isn't it? We start playing Planets Coaster 1. Is the sequel worth buying, or is it just the same with some extra creative inventory? I don't know how to answer this at the moment, really. There's scope for it to be much better. Right now, it does just kind of feel like a different tool set. It kind of depends on how much weight you put on things like water parks. The scaling, as you can see here, is really great. I mean, personally, it's kind of worth it for that. But then I play this game incessantly and make YouTube content about it, so I'm not really the best person to ask. Like, they could come to me and be like, hey, here's a new ride, it's $30. And I'd be like, cool, I'll take it. So, you know, I should always take YouTubers who play the game a lot, their opinion with a pinch of salt. Not that they lie, but we often are more willing to accept issues. cool. My opinion, yes, of course, just listen to Drew, yeah. Hey, Drew, by the way. Looking forward to watching part 2 later. Probably tomorrow now. Black Friday is a busy weekend. I've got so much to watch. I'm looking forward to that. I'm also looking forward to Minerals' new park series as well. That looks cool. Lots of good stuff out there. Okay, so there's our little staff-only gate. Trickles all the way down here, and the dude just sits and drinks beer all day. All right, nice. I think we do need to have the umbrella still. I just don't like the light here, and the umbrella just hides that well. And also, it's just reading as, this umbrella means lifeguard, which I quite like as well. I always feel like that's the sort of thing that the park might do, where they're like, if in doubt, look for this umbrella. There we go. Jonty stream a day keeps the Despresso away. Well, I'm glad to help, Remy. The notification is the only thing that woke. Yeah, sorry. Who woke up by the notification? Slept until early afternoon myself. My goodness, a few late nights in a row. Yeah, night shifts used to kill me. Black Friday made me quit my last job. Less about the customers and more about how the management treated me and everyone else. I said, yeah, it can be rough. Luckily we have a good team, but yeah, it can be a long weekend. Yeah. Reason looking to 2025, the new Geekism Park and nothing else. My word. How'd you come up with names for your park? So a struggle. Yeah, I don't know really. Yeah, every answer is different. I think every time I've come up with the name of something, it's been for a different reason. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but Meanderville has just been this weird name that I've had in my head for years, and like desperately trying to think of a reason for using it. I don't necessarily know whether or not it's a good theme park name. I've wanted to do something called Meanderville forever, you know. Hey! Hey-yo indeed, but a hey-yo indeed. I'm going to carry this out. Normally the ones on the lazy rivers, they kind of walk up and down a little spot, I noticed in the few videos I've watched. So you kind of have to give them the ability to do that. How far can this tree come over? A little. Do we try and tie it into there? Maybe we do. Somebody super happy about their life. Yeah, I think we probably do try and tie this in. I also think that the colour needs to come down. It's a little bright. Is it Black Friday that's rough, or the customers that go haywire? We don't really have an issue with the customers. It's just a long ass day. Like, even if it's going really well. Like yesterday, it wasn't our best one ever. Just the current climate suggests you're not going to get the best one ever. But it's just a long day, you know. Yeah, I think this is a good idea. And then that's where we can end that there. That makes more sense. It's not just a path ending in dirt, you know. But saying that now, I do. This is making me think it's too light. Oh. Actually, this whole thing is the same piece. We can just go shh. Because we built the bridge. We cleverly built the gate separate. Oh. What? Yeah, that's better. No fireworks in this? Not until December something? Have I missed not much? Correct, Michaela, you're answering yourself. We have missed not much. Gotta shoot. Small fry needs me. Cash rest later. Thank you, Girl Gamer. Is it the Black Friday that's rough? Yes, we read that. Life ring for him. Yes. Good idea. Chuck that lady in the lake. What lady? The woman who's laughing a lot? No one is that happy. If I'm ever that happy for just 10 seconds of my life, it'll be complete, right? She's just so into life. She's just a big life, like a big fan of life. Woohoo! Ha ha! Hee hee! Wah 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 wah. Why? I hate the fact that you can select paths. It. Excuse me. It's great for when you're messing with paths, but it should be like I should have to go into the path menu to select a path, I think. So now, I think we need a bush here, but I'm also thinking maybe just this little strip needs a fence. Is that weird? Just like a little thing. I think it does. Oh, hey. I think it does, yeah. It was the sort of thing where they were like, we don't love that concrete there. Let's just do something, you know? Hello. Hey, Lauren. Hello, my friend. Hope you've been having a good stream so far. I was curious if you saw my suggestion in your last video about having a movie pool. Yeah, a few people mentioned that, actually. It's a good suggestion. I'll be honest with you, the fact that so many people were like, what about a movie pool? Like, that's a thing I should know about? I was like, is that a thing? A movie pool? So I need to look into that. Like, if it's a thing, totally sort of thing we can probably make work. But yeah, I won't lie, I did kind of wonder what the hell a movie pool was. I mean, you know, it's self-explanatory what it is, but it's just not something I've seen IRL, so to speak. There we go, that's nice. And you come around here, there's a dude, he's watching all the way down here. And the next dude is like there, but he could maybe walk, he would maybe walk up and down here. I don't know, whatevs. We'll, oh, I didn't mean to take all of them. We'll throw a couple around here where like he's found ones that have popped or something, you know. Low mid-budget water parks, best for minerals. Yeah, it's like a drive-in theatre. You just sit in the pool. Oh, I don't know whether I dig that or not. In the US, Black Friday is dying as a thing, most likely. It's definitely the edge is going off it. Yeah, we still had a good sales day though. I mean, the thing is for us is because we're a small independent business, we don't have stuff that's just for Black Friday. You know, like we're not like Walmart that like pull out these. That's a fence. That's just a nice block of concrete, but whether I'd really call that a fence. Like we don't necessarily have stuff just for Black Friday, so for us it's just like we'll just do a sale, and then a lot of people who are grabbing stuff anyway will just be like, well, I'll just grab it Friday. So we don't necessarily make a ton of money because we just do a little quieter for the rest of the week, you know. Saying that, it is good to kind of just help clear out some shelves of stuff that like we've just got a bit too much of. Not necessarily that it's not good stuff, but we just went a little too heavy on it on the original orders or something like that. So sometimes it's good just to be like, hey, this is all great. We're still playing it. We're still having fun. But we just need a little bit of space on the shelves. So here's like 30% off it or 40% off it even on some stuff. Like for me, that's what Black Friday is for us. It's just having a bit of a clear out day. Discounts used to go so low that people would kill to get over a TV. Now discounts are hardly worth going shops for. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the time it's just stuff that's, you know, like they put the price up so they can bring it back down for Black Friday kind of thing, you know. I have no idea what a movie pool is. Like a drive-in but for swimming pool. Yeah, apparently so. Like people all sit in there in their rings and watch a movie, yeah. Oh, we finished this. We finished this further in on this side. I mean, that's okay. As long as we're the same on both sides. Yeah, because we can put wood in front of this. That would actually look pretty good, I think. Oops. I think we already had room here. Work with. Yeah, nice. I feel like Planco sounds very Italian now. I don't think we ever used to. Dive-in movies, nice. Real life coasters, hello. Cleared out shelves, the original reason for Black Friday. Yeah, and I think that's it. Yeah, is it kind of goes back to that idea. It's like Thanksgiving's happened. Let's make some space ready for that sort of last Christmas stock. Really, yeah, that's it. And really, I mean, our business is a little different because it's such a niche sort of hobby business. We actually are a little busier after Christmas with people bringing in their like Christmas money from, you know what I mean, like people gift card. We sell a lot of gift cards beforehand, and then we trade those. You know, they all come back in after the year because it's not so much as it's not as easy as walking in and being like, oh, can I get a thing for, you know, my buddy? It's like, yeah, I'll oh, hold on, sorry, I've just sent a message real quick. Alright, sorry. Getting the budget back in the black, okay, making some money after the quiet fall season. Yeah, I don't think that's where the name comes from, though. I think the name was given to the day by the police force, right? Who were dreading the day because of how busy the traffic was. My last job was adults buying stuff for Christmas, kids buying stuff after Christmas, both just as busy as each other. That's right, I remember where you worked, yeah. Hold on 1 second, sorry, I've got to sort something out with Xander's mum. I better swapping him over tonight. All right. Okay. Would that have a door? If we gave that a door, does that just suggest we have a complete underwater section, or not? That one, would that have a door? No, it probably wouldn't. That would be ridiculous. Yeah, and then we'll. Hi. Okay, that's cute. I like that. It's a shame the people all hug the one side. I don't think there's much I can do about it, unfortunately. If we put a wave thing in, I mean, first of all, can we put a wave thing in? Second of all, would it actually do anything? Problem is, I don't think it'll fit. Can we get them in between? Oh, so we can do a couple in between there. Should we try that? We did talk about the idea of making this a like a rough bit. It really should give them the options and not go through it. But I think the moving off to the side has to do with jet position, maybe, but the jets are just all the way down, so I don't really think there's much I can do about it. Do the jets push everyone to one side? Like, I don't think they do, because there's jets both sides here. So the only jet. So what's actually happening is they're pathfinding is just finding them here, and then once they come off the curve, they all just get off here. You see. And if they don't, it pushes them over to this side. I don't think it's a Jets thing, honestly. I really don't. I mean, these don't seem to be doing anything, though, to be fair. Just seems to be flinging them around. The thing we can do is look at like deleting one of those. Pathfinding being monkey, I think it is as well. These people use your lazy river. People just swim up stream in mine. You definitely need to have a lot more exits. Okay. Well, this is fun. A little rough bit. We don't mind this, a little rough bit. That's removing that one jet seemingly didn't do anything, so we could maybe do this. Just be like, here's your little rough bit. That seems to have pushed him around a little, maybe. Now it doesn't seem to be doing anything again. Is the one I've got in my hand doing stuff? Is that the thing? Ah, the one I had in my hand was actually generating it. It was showing me where it was going to be. Right. Stuff that shows you get big waves. You do. I mean, I don't want big waves. Just like a little bit like that. This is cool. So we should have a sign that says like rapids ahead, right? To let people know that they can get out of it if they want to. The wave pool in Siam was just intense. Yeah, that's the Tenerife. The Tenerife one. Okay. Let's see what we've got. I quite like the fish one. I might use the fish one just for some reason. Excuse me. All right, let's see. All right, something like this. Yeah, that's nice. That with in more suitable colours will actually look pretty good, I think. Let's see. There goes these nice little poses they got out then, didn't they? Beautiful. This is the issue I have my way full. Those things just don't seem to work. Yeah. It's weird, isn't it? Loving the rapids. Thanks, Jennifer. It's the end of the day report. I say that like mineral. I can't not say that like mineral now. This is why I'm thinking about doing 2 different rivers. One of them is more like a rapids with more people. Yeah, seeing a fork in the river. Yeah, I might look at doing a fork in the river further up. I don't hate this though. I've changed my mind. Can you add some eels? Cecil, we're way ahead of you. We did eels a couple of weeks ago. Dumbass things. It's got to be ribeye, hasn't it? Yeah. Oops. And then again. Weak swimmers exit. Can we fit? Ah. Exit here. That's a good idea to build this like right where everyone's getting in and out of the water. Beautiful. Do you plan ahead of your streams what you're going to build, or is it spontaneous? Absolutely 100% spontaneous. I would never have any idea what I'm doing. The only thing I wanted to do today was try and like box in some of the green strips that we have like in between path and stuff. So like here we did this little strip here. There's a few of those around that I want to try and box off. Like back here I would like to do today. Like down here needs a bit of foliage. Like that was the only thing I really came here as well. It's the only thing I really came into mind with today. All the rest is just when people suggest stuff and we run with it. That's the I thought there was a what's the bigger ring sign called? Excuse me. There's a sign that looks like a rubber ring. I thought it was just called something ring. Yeah, this one. What's it called? Resort sign Donut, of course. Nice. Good morning. Love days of your live stream. Hey, Joe. No, how's it going? I don't know how to write it in English, but the E sound in Spanish is like the English sound for it. For example, elegant, not silent at all. Hope that helps. Are we trying to say something in Spanish? I don't do Spanish at all. Just a friendly note from here in Spain. We actually pronounce the E in Tenerife, not Tenerife. Just a funny note from here in Spain, we actually pronounce it Tenerife. Spanish E sound, not Tenerife. If that makes sense. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I know it's Tenerife. Tenerife is what they call it in Phoenix Nights. There's a comedy where it's like, I'm off to Tenerife. Yeah, no, I know it's Tenerife. I've been to Tenerife maybe 20 times growing up. My grandparents had a timeshare over there, so we were always there. Beautiful place. That's a weird one have you heard that one yet where the kids are like that up. We like it's a little. Oh no, it's got a nice rope pattern on the top. That's fine. Although we might struggle here anyway because of this big thing we put up. Can we bring that down to here then to make sense? Yeah, that looks quite cool. Does it? That look cool, or am I just pretending it does? Maybe it has to sit forward a little. Okay, happy with that. I know Tenerife in Australia. They're like confusing. Oh, there's a place in Tenerife in Australia. Wow. Yeah, we do that all the time over here as well. Everything's like there's a Paris, there's a London, and then you can do Paris and Dublin real near here as well. Tenerife. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. In Britain, we call it Tenerife. I gotta tell you. Okay, this could fit nicely here, I think. They're doing it, look. They're doing it. They're told. They're like, yeah, okay, we will get out here. I mean, the Rappies are kind of doing something, but yeah, it ain't much, eh? Hey, John T, you seem to be much more productive than I am today. Oh, I don't know. I think I'm faking it by just placing down stuff. I don't feel mega productive today. I'm kind of running on fumes, to be honest. But I really didn't want to miss the stream. I'm really getting into the vibe of streaming on Tuesdays and Saturdays, and I wanted to kind of keep it up. Yeah, but honestly, I'm kind of running on steam today. Running on fumes even. Sorry, running on steam would be pretty good. The font is perfect for that sign. What if a weak swimmer enters? Then so be it. They have taken their life into their own hands. I hate that being on a bit of a wonk. Does it let you put a small wave machine on a corner? Assuming not. No, I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know. Should be a 78-meter robot that evaluates if you're good at swimming. Yes. Why 78-meter? But yes, I agree. Oh, what was wrong with you? What's wrong with that lady? What else we got over here? We're a bit more adventurous with the planting on this side, weren't we? Yeah. Still a lot of grass. Very little flower in this area. I still think this would be pretty much exclusively grasses. So Josephia Park, I'm going to go for now. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Goody Goog. Have fun, buddy. Appreciate it. Running on Steam. So does Planet Coaster. Yeah, because video games. All right. Just noticed a few issues here. These. That's just sticking out a little bit too much, I think. Where is it? There. Okay, I'm going to cough. Oh my goodness. I did for the live stream. I find the accelerated videos difficult to watch. I'm sorry to hear that. I've slowed them right down. But yeah, you keep an eye out for Meanderville when it starts in the new year, because that probably won't have so much speedy footage. It's going to be done differently. Oh, that's huge. Give me a smaller one. That's also huge. I just know I wanted a lot of coverage around here, I think, is the problem. There we go. Alright. Okay, so this is going to be a bridge. I think we're just going to keep it pretty simple with just some selection of wood. We do need to sort of box it in. Oh, is that just a big log? Oh, cool. I didn't know we had one of those. That's good. Let's bear that in mind. I don't think I want to go with this type of log. I think we're going to stick it to the tiki stuff with the rope on it. But we will need some planks. Let's put my gondola excitement in the post-stream chat so it has a better chance of getting noticed, since this is clearly ineffective. Sorry, I can't help my enthusiasm. I saw you mention gondolas a while ago. Yeah, we might. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I'm not building it right now, so... A diving board off the bridge. Just they don't have diving boards in water parks, really. I genuinely don't think I've ever seen one. Science Alice's bridge that says head dive here. Look out, divers possible. Okay, so boopity boop. We'll go there and see if we can find some sort of like fun face or something to fit in that bit. That would be pretty cool. Okay, let's get this in a group, because we're most likely going to copy and paste this over to the other side. Water jets spraying off the bridge into the water. People trying to avoid or push into. Yes, that's a good idea. Definitely, we have a lot of those around. We should put. We have a few already. We need to put more in though. Yeah, that's good. Or we could just have a waterfall is the other thing we could do. But we have a few bridges, so like everyone can have something going on. Then that's absolutely a thing we can do. This is awful. Why am I struggling here? Okay. Okay, so scenery. Beam rules. Alright, pull that over. Whoops. Beautiful. Did you say beam rules? Yeah, it's whenever I say beam, it pops into my head. It was from an 8 out of 10 Cats episode where Sean Locke pretends to be a mind reader and writes beam rules on a card. It's a bit niche. It's a bit niche, I'm afraid, but that's what came to my head. I wish the game had those water cannons you can find in theme parks where you can spray. Oh, that'd be really good, yeah. Hanging lanterns? Oh, that would be cute. I don't know whether we quite have the purchase for it. That's a big space. It also doesn't look that bad though. Did you figure a trick to it? No, not really, Rooty. This is just as low as you can go. Like I spent ages just to keep going down until it said no anymore. So this is as low as you can go. And you're right. I don't think it's too bad, honestly. I'm more upset that this, like it's this thick that I've now got to sit and like cover up. But, Christmas cards, his neighbours. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what it is. I don't know why. But whenever I say beam to myself, all I think is, oh, George and Margaret have got a card that says beam rules. Yeah, he was great, Sean Locke. When you said it, I knew it rang a bell. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, Andrew. Yeah, I don't know why. It just absolutely sits in my head. Is that Viking? Is it? Because I feel like this looks a bit more tiki. Does it actually have like a Viking-y dude on it? Oh, that's pretty generic. I don't know. Oh, it's got fish on it. I think that's purposefully generic. That's a nice piece. You also could just have a horse head randomly. Excuse me. I think, what about that one resort sign that's quite nice? It has like it's circular with a bit of tiki decoration on it. This thing. Little cave. We have a cave already. I don't necessarily want to do another one, I don't think. And here the scale would be really tricky to build it in without it just creeping over the path always. Yeah, happy for this to stay as just a sort of pretty generic little bridge. Remember, this is like one of 4 bridges we've got in the place that we need to cover, so we don't want to go too crazy with all of them. Okay. Thankfully not so niche anymore. Would like to count down official EPs now on YouTube. Algorithm get to choose Taskmaster and vice versa. Yeah, there's a lot of people ask me about it. One of Ali's friends the other day, he lived in the UK for a few years, and all he wanted to talk about was like Taskmaster and Would I Lie to You and 8 out of 10 Cats and stuff. I was like, yeah, man, I'll happily chat about that. I love all that sort of stuff. It's weird. It doesn't. It started to, like, those have started to come over here, but that kind of thing isn't made really in North America. Like there's a few things like Whose Line Is It Anyway? Maybe it's probably the only one that came over and did okay here in North America. In fact, it ended up running much longer than the British one. Yeah. What I like to do in Countdown, letters and numbers in Australia were amazing. I love the fact that in Australia it's just called letters and numbers. And they mentioned that in one of the episodes once. They had an Australian guest, and he was like, "We have this game in letters and numbers." That's great. Yeah. There's a lot of late night chat shows and stand-ups. Yeah, like that's the other thing that hasn't come this way, right? Is that the sort of the nightly late night show. Like obviously we had like Jonathan Ross and Parkinson and Graham Norton's still going and he's very popular. But that's, you know, like that sort of weekly, just I'm going to get up and do some stand-up for 20 minutes and then we'll have a guest or two on. Like, that doesn't really happen in the UK, does it? Look at this part, gives me major nostalgia from my childhood days. Where were you during your childhood days? Oh, that's too light. Let's be a little bit more yellow. There we go. Looks good. Do you plan to put a railing on the bridge? Yes, of course. Yeah, just got to get there. Questions answered. Oh, I see. No, yeah, we'll get there. Don't panic. Don't panic, Mr. Mannering. Alex Thomas was recently about trying Taskmaster US again. You probably have to make Greg the TM and have full creative control. Yeah, I mean, they could, if they just went over and were like, I'm going to get 5 comics that I like and put them on the TV, like, I think it would probably do okay. The issue was that I don't, as much as I quite enjoy the Reggie guy in stuff, he wasn't a Taskmaster. He'd probably be a really good contestant. Again, I hate for saying this, France. Just those early 90s vibes from Disney Park games. But no, that's cool. Why would I hate you saying France? France is great. Used to be in France all the time. Until my dad discovered Spain and realised he preferred it. We were in France so much growing up. Okay, I'm trying to do a thing here. I don't know whether it's going to work or not. It's going to take a hot minute to do. I think I probably have to scale the whole thing up a little. Speaking of TV, how would you feel about your son watching a kids show where a guy saves people with his massive schlong? We have that in Denmark. It's called John Dillermand. That sounds amazing. Yeah, I'd be into it. Whatevs. He watches worse. He doesn't really. I don't know. All kids' TV is crap. Like, the only good thing he's watched in years is Bluey. Geek is my favourite political ideology. Ideology of theme parks. My political ideology is that I'm a filthy leftist. Any plans to upload this onto the workshop? When it's done, yeah. Yeah, I've no real interest in putting it out there, sort of half-cooked. Zoning out and just coming back into giant schlong. Nice. Yeah, this will look pretty good, actually, I think. Oh! Did you see Bluey in the Macy's Parade? No, I'm not really a Macy's Parade watcher. But we absolutely love Bluey. For the most part, I won't lie. It has a couple of issues. I think sometimes the parents, sort of openness and sort of forgiveness are stretched a little too far in some episodes. Personally, I feel like the children would benefit from having slight more boundaries than they currently have. But yeah, we love Bluey. We have the whole Healer family as a meet and greet at work. That's awesome. You know, the two old ladies in the car driving down the road. Oh, the grannies. That's amazing. Love that. Does this work? Yeah, it worked. Cool. I mean, we made a bit too much of the stuff, but otherwise that worked. Cool. Never been to a lazy river that makes me want to say woohoo before. That's the staff making that noise. It's staff walking past that make that noise. Don't have kids, so it's always interesting to see opinions of shows people do. You could watch Bluey without kids. I would find myself watching Bluey after Xander went to bed all the time. Yeah. I just realised that I had all this concrete and now I'm covering it up. But I think it would be covered up, wouldn't it? It would be. And we know the concrete is behind it. Good morning. It's the staff. I don't feel like I mean, I'm happy in my work, but yeah, I rarely woohoo around the place. Hold on a minute. Well, hold on a minute, sorry, what's this? Oh man, I just feel like nobody ever messages me until I start streaming, and then suddenly my mom wants to know stuff, and Xander's mom wants to know stuff. It's just like, I don't get it. I already woohoo. Yeah, no, I've never woohooed in work or woohooed. Either meaning. As a Sims player, are you woohooing at work? Yeah. I wish they had the same flat rides in PC2 as PC1. Why? Okay, what can we put along the bottom? Do you know it'd be really good? Do you know that the one fence, there was a nice fence in PC1 that was just like wood poles next to each other. It was a bit more filled in than this one. I do wonder if we just double this one up, will it work? Or will it look a mess? Yeah, it looks a mess. I mean, the other thing is, I suppose we have this one. Will this scale? That one then? That scale? Yeah. Yeah, it was like this. It had like little bits of rope on it and stuff, but this is quite cute. I mean, really, we should make this out of individual ones and vary the height on them, but for where we're working here, it's just not worth the effort, I don't think. He said after he just custom roofed the thing. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Cool. Maybe it's something that work when I get zapped. I'm an electrician. Luckily, it's never happened. Yeah, I think it might sound something like that. Yeah. Suddenly, all their family do stuff. Isn't it weird, eh? Maybe yeah. Hello. Hey, art student. How's it going? Hello there. I thought you might not have time to stream today. No surprise. Thank you. Yeah, no, plan wasn't to stream today, honestly. I mentioned in my last video that I probably wouldn't, but do you know what? I got home last night. I was like, no, I should try and get on for a couple of hours. I'm only going to be about another 20 minutes because I do have to go and get ready for work. But yeah, and it's going to be a long weekend. But then tomorrow, not really doing much with Zan. We'll probably just have a bit of a chill day tomorrow. So yeah, it's all good. Okay, so what does it look like from this side? Okay, the bottom of the bridge is fine. I don't mind a bit of concrete peeking out, actually. I quite like that. Alright, so what we need to do now is come in and copy. If we can just, like, copy the whole thing over, that would be so neat. Boo, boo, boo. Boo, boo, boo. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's spot on, actually. Nice. Hey, I have a suggestion. Maybe you could make a VIP area for members only with hot tubs and a mini bar tucked away. Or an adult-only area with a bar and chill-out zone. Yeah, I like that idea. I mean, we already have... A few people suggested that sort of thing. We always have these like little cabanas up here that we actually need to plant around, I've realised. And we do have the sort of swim-up bar over here, but yeah, they're not very, like... private, so the idea of a private section is perhaps interesting. Yeah, this music really reminds me of Bluey, by the way, for those of you who know it. This is very much a Bluey song. Yes. Yes. Don't forget to rope off those cabanas since they've got to be booked. Yeah, I think we need to do something more there. I'm not quite sure what it is just yet. Thank you for the consideration. Sure, Drew. Yeah, that's better than this size. What do we do different here? There we go. Okay, so here what I would like to do is like a big rope. So here at the lowest point, it's just sort of a fence, but then the rope comes right up to like big stretchy posts. I think that would look really cool. So let's have a look at the rope options. Okay, so that's too thick. So we need to try and make a double piece out of this. I think we should be able to do pretty easily because luckily it rotates just right. What on earth is that where I want to build it? No, that's where I want to go. Oh, it's going to be really hard work. It doesn't want to look like it wants to be on a grid. Well, that's off. Make it work. Is there a hotel attached to this water park? No, we were talking about that before. I think, like, eventually I would kind of like one, but I think I'm going to wait to see if, like, the game actually creates one, you know? As in, like, we get an update with like, working ones. That's kind of what I'm thinking we do. Yeah. Okay, so that's fine. And then we're just going to be reusing these pieces. If we can get that middle one up, and that works on both sides, I think that would be pretty neat. Yeah, I think that would be pretty neat. Okay, so shrink that down just a tad. There. Why are neither of those on the grid? That's very weird. What's the scale of this? And we'll just do it across on the other side. 69, nice. Alright, I'll pull that up. At some point, we'll put enough pieces down together here for it to find a grid that we can use. There we go. The resort theme saying, yeah, no results. Yeah, I'm pretty. It very much seems to me like it was cut, right? Like, you know, come on. Okay, so let's bring up these. You're now going to become part of the fence. The only thing we'll have to do is copy that one. Oh, that might be the problem. Is we had actually rotated those to make them work. Suspension bridge. Yeah, I mean, like, implied. It wouldn't, actually. It would be, like, it's this thick old concrete that's holding it up. But we're going to make it look a little bit suspension bridgey. Alright, so we want some straight rope. Same kind of thickness. Just about that. Maybe we have to bring it off here, actually. So we know it's on the grid. Okay, and then we'll, oops, line it with the rope there. Cool. And then we'll drop it into there. Probably need to go there as well, don't we? So let's go there. And there. And then we'll take all of these that we just lifted up, raise them up a little more. Trying to work smart, not hard. Here by, like, you know, getting all this in place. Weren't they like a hugely visible part of the trailers? Well, just like ones that look like hotels. They never actually mentioned them being hotels. But yeah, to me personally, it seems like they were part of the game and then they were cut due to time restraints or something. Yeah. Find the hotel account for PC One. Yes, I'm very much hoping they do a better version of the PC One and One anyway. Yeah. Oh, I should have carried these over as well, shouldn't I? Now, why doesn't that line up? Well, that's an annoyance. I think that's probably because this isn't an exact copy of the other side. So we are just have to take these in because there's no other way of fixing that. That's fine. It'll look ever so slightly off, but I don't really think it'll matter that much. No, it doesn't. Architect, make sure kids can't stick their heads between those beams. Oh man, I hope they can. What beams? Where are there any beams where they stick their head currently? I don't think. No. Oh. Man, this whole thing, I've not made this easy for myself building this at all. The whole thing's just off the grid. Like, look at that. Why? Why? It's got to. Some part of this has got to be on the grid, has it not? Right. Okay, that looks good. All right, that's good. We're cooking. We're cooking. Okay. Oh, that's already too big. That's fine. Let's make it that one then. Okay, so boom. Boom. Hello, fellow gamers. Hey, Eamon. How's the doggos? All right. So it's going to take us a minute to grab all this again when we're done with it on this side. But I don't think it's a... I think it's going to be too much work. Oh, look at that. We're already getting away with one. That's nice. So now we're down to this one. Why is it thinner? Oh, it's different texture and everything. Gross. I mean, whatevs. Hey Sarah, how's it going? Life is hectic right now, so I'm going to stay long. No problem. Thank you for stopping by. I'm only going to be doing another 7 minutes anyway, because I've got to get to work. Just short streams today, but I feel like we actually got quite a bit done, to be honest. Yeah, got me ready to go out. Gonna watch the rest of the stream tomorrow whilst I'm violently hungover. Fantastic, Rihanna. I hope you have a great night. Vomiting in the club bathrooms. Let's go. To be honest, we are, like I say, we are finishing up in a minute. It's a bit of a shorter stream today due to work commitments. We'll be back with A Vengeance live on Tuesday. Hope to get a video out Monday as well. We'll see how that goes. Depends how much time I get to play. Depends on how much I want to play tonight after work. I'm not working till late tonight, which is good, but we'll see. Hey, did you hear the one about the male dog? Did you hear about why male dogs float in water? Because they're good boys. That's a great gag. Okay. Can I be clever enough to just copy and paste? I should... There was probably a better way of doing it. What I can do is pull these over, I guess. Right. Let's go to there, has it? Okay, so we need another one of this size. I love how this looks. Thank you. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with it, to be honest. We're a little off. It's just, I mean, it's just a lot of the same few pieces we use a lot of. I love these sticks with the ropes on them. They're just great. Two out of 3 dogs have been shipped off back to the chill zone now. Nice. Is the third one yours? Great idea for a bridge. Thanks. Yeah, it's just like a classic suspension-y style bridge, but I think it looks pretty good. Alright, let's just see if we can do these last few with a little bit more pace in them. Okay. Oh, beautiful. But they're way off, look. Why is that? I mean, I suppose it's just the angle that we did the rope at. Is a little off, must be. So we'll bring this one down. Copy that one. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, just like even just a little. Yeah. Animations looking on point. Are they? I mean, the animations are great. I just wish they'd spread out. That's all I need them to do is just spread out a bit. The animations are superb. The way they sit on the rings is awesome. Like, look at that. He's proper chilling. Just absolutely dead to the world. Oh. It's great. Going to use the Spotify album to get on with meditation after you're done. Using me to procrastinate. Oh no! Get some stuff done. Why do they all swim on the one side there? I don't know. They do quite a bit around my lazy river, unfortunately. We were trying to play around with it before. It seems like they could. It's like they find like a spline, you know, like they find it. They come here. It's almost like they're like racing cars, you know, like they try and find the path of least resistance. They come here, and then as they get to this curve, they start to come over to this side. And they do the same again, although that seems to be the worst offender for it. Like here, they're actually more spread out. I mean, there's just less going on over this side of the park, so it's just mostly them just trying to get out before they get to the cool thing. So, it is what it is. And what it is a monkey. Okay, but still, we built a nice bridge, so we don't care. Alright, let's go 1, 2, 3. I've only got to do this once. He tells himself. Tell it's important because my tongue is out. Oh, do you know what I'm going to get on the way into work? A Cajun chicken from McDonald's. Not a huge McDonald's fan recently. I find they've become incredibly expensive, and it's, you know, shite as it's ever been. But I often quite like this when they do like a specialty chicken sandwich. I'm a bit of a sucker for it, and they've got in the minute this Cajun chicken, and it's absolutely awesome. So tasty. Not sponsored. In fact, I encourage you actively not to go to McDonald's because it's crap. That eel song needs to be your Go Wait It's Over music. That's actually a really good idea. I wonder if it's on the Spotify list. Cajun chicken says, like, yeah, it's good. It's just their regular chicken, but it's just this Cajun sauce is really good. Okay, so now we bring up this to here. And then I suppose we take it to that point there, don't we? That makes the most sense. Yeah. And then we do the same higher up. And then we get a bit of a suspension bridgey kind of look. It's under Mura Mura. It's not on Spotify, but it's somewhere else. Ooh, yeah. It is. Yeah, cool. Yeah, maybe we do make that our end music. I actually really like the idea of that. That and Moo Moo Milkshake are like the absolute shining stars of the game's game's list or whatever. I've got to go to a meeting at work now. Say goodbye. Cheers, Andrew. Meeting on a Saturday. That's gross. I've actually got to go as well. So we'll finish up here. So obviously this isn't quite done. We'll need to like trim the edge out here. Like this is a bit of a death trap here still. So we'll need something there. I mean, we could just pull these up, and that would probably be enough. Well, no, we'll finish that. We'll add a little bit more trim. But otherwise, that's a cute little bridge. Look at that. Yeah, I like that. Weirdly, actually, I think it would be good if the whole thing was like that a little bit. But I'm not going back and changing that now. Moo Moo has a featured artist. Yeah, a few of them do, actually. Like, actually, I'm assuming it's the singer of that one. But yeah, it's great. And we'll do some... Well, let's just quickly look at a light. For this, I really love this one aquatic light. This is so useful. This light. You knock this down, it's like a grey colour. Ugh, look at that. Absolutely stan the sort of art team that were like, we're gonna make everything so generic. It's just so good. Okay. Looking awesome. Cheers, babe. It's funny how like my video yesterday was me and bitch and moaning about having no inspiration or whatever, and then today I've just been like, yeah, let's just build an awesome suspension bridge. Not a problem. It's not even a thing. Don't worry about it. I don't know. I think some days I just need to not play if I'm not feeling it and don't moan. Yeah, look at that. I don't know whether I love those lights actually. What do you think about those lights? I think they're right for it. I don't know if it needs something else. I don't know. But yeah, happy with that. So today then we've kind of done this vignette without really realising. We added this little light, what are they called? Lifeguard area. We added this little bit of foliage on the other side as well, and we did our little bridge. That's cute. There's a screenshot. Look at that. We've got a screenshot of what we worked on today. Bloop. 8-Bit remix is really good. Yes. No, I don't know if I think it's on the radio in the stores sometimes. The 8-Bit remix. It's very good though. Mori Mori has 7 artists on it. Well, that makes sense. Tiki Torch. So I like the idea of Tiki Torch. I hate the idea of using real fire. But maybe it is a thing. I don't know. We'll have a little look. More rustic. Not easily. Maybe you can bring them down to like a coppery colour, perhaps. Yeah. Yeah, maybe bring them into more copper colour. That would help. So, there we go. Thanks for stopping. Sorry it was only a short one today. Thursday we'll get back to our sort of 4 hours. I'm not doing another 9-hour stream. It killed me. But we'll get back to a few more hours on Tuesday. But now I've got to go to work. I'm going to sell all the stuff for Black Friday. Thanks for stopping by. Love you all to bits. And yeah, there'll be a video Monday, I think. And if not, there should be a video Monday, and then there'll be a live on Tuesday as well. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I love you all to bits. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, be good.